Hi guys, so as I always say, it's been a while since I posted on here. I didn't realise it had been actually quite so long, and I have quite a few more updates to give now than I did last time. So I think the last time I posted was just before I was getting my book cover designed, and a lot has happened since then. Um, I don't even know where to start. Becoming an indie author is a massive deal. Um, I have lots of indie author friends. I've spent lots of time watching indie authors on TikTok and all sorts. Watch them all go through the process themselves, and it's so exciting to finally be able to say it's happening for me. I'm a freelance editor. I've been freelance editing for about 2 years now, um, or over 2 years now. It'll be 3 years in December, so 2.5 years roughly. Um, so again, I've watched lots of like editing clients go through the same process, publishing their books and being really happy with it. Um, and as of this morning, I did a video with a few author friends, like a Zoom chat. We're going to be setting up some YouTube stuff on here. Um, so I think it's probably the best time to start posting more regularly again on here. Before that happens, computer's gone off. So yeah, it's really exciting. There's lots of stuff going on basically, and I can't wait to talk about it all. But I think I'm going to talk through a bit of my process so far because I have been doing a lot of content on my author website. So I did a massive post the other day talking about everything I did, and I thought, why not do the same thing on here? Because it's been a very, very nice experience learning to become an indie author and going through all of the things that you have to do to get to that point. And it has been probably a year's planning up to this point. So the first thing I did, as I mentioned in the previous video, I booked in and went with a cover designer called Josephine Blake at Covers and Cupcakes. She's absolutely fab. My cover is absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. Um, she was really like she talked me through the whole process because I was very nervous. I didn't really know what I was doing, but very exciting. And I fell in love with the mock-ups, covers, and the idea from the start. She couldn't have got it any more perfect. She designed me a palace that looks a little bit futuristic because my book is a young adult fantasy with futuristic elements to it. So it's about a gynoid or female android princess in a world full of androids and gynoids and a cruel queen. Um, so I absolutely fell in love with her work. My editor, Katie Wismer, I went with her. So the cover designing was in October, and then I had my editing booked in for January. I also had my formatting booked in for March, but that changed. I'll talk about that in a second. So the editing, Katie Wismer has a YouTube on here. I think her name's Kate's Book Date. I'd been watching her for absolutely for years, and I thought she'd be really good. Did a sample with her, absolutely loved her work. I thought, oh, I'll get my editing done in January. I'll knock it out by 2 months tops, and then it'll be finished, and then I can get it formatted, and that'll be it in March. That did not happen. um, so it's taken me months and months, and I only just finished my book, like my final version, proofread everything a few days ago. And we're now in nearly June. Um, but that's things don't always work out that exact way. So the editing was brilliant though. She again, like my cover designer. I've been really lucky to be honest with everyone I've gone with because I did my research and I looked up people that I thought had lots of experience and the same thing. It's been really good. A great experience for my first book. Um, yeah, so my cover editor was amazing as well. She um she likes young adult fantasy, and I recently read her book The Marionettes, which is I think it's more of a new adult rather than young adult fantasy, but it's got vampires and witches. So if you want to check that out, that's really good. Worth a read. But yeah, she loves fantasy stuff, so she was perfect for my manuscript assessment or developmental editing. And yeah, she gave me this massive book report and everything. She couldn't have got it any more perfect. I have talked about all these things in smaller videos on TikTok, but I thought I should have a big summary video, so this is what it is. So yeah, the formatting, I went with Julia Scott at Evenstar Books. I'll try and link all of these guys down below if I can, because they're all amazing. You should go check them out. They're all like indie authors themselves a lot of the time and things, so they've all got their own books, and then their services are really good as well. Yeah, so Julia Scott, I was gonna be formatting with her in March, but because the editing took a lot longer than planned, and also because Julia announced that she wasn't taking on any future clients, I, at the time, when I saw her stories about it, thought she wasn't going to be formatting in the future, but she was only going to go with the ones that she already had booked in. So I thought that she was basically closing down her business. So I thought I would try and format it myself. When the book was getting ready to be proofread, she noticed this on Instagram and messaged me saying, did you still need my help as a formatter? We talked a little bit, and she is now going to be formatting the book on Tuesday for me. So this is going to be the final bit of that process of Steel Princess before it comes out. And then once the formatting's done, and hopefully she does a really good job on that, I've seen her work, so I'm sure she will. But as soon as that's all completed, I can get the ebook ready for pre-release. Early July is the release date, hopefully the 1st of July, if all goes well. So the formatting, yes, a pre-release for the ebook as soon as that's ready. Then I can also think about my paperback, because once I've got all the details from after the formatting's been done, like final page count, etc., I can go back to my cover designer, and then she'll have to sort out my paperback wrap for me. So that's the next part of the paperback process. So yeah, it's all coming together. So basically, as soon as when she's come back about the paperback wrap, that'll also be up for pre-release, and then hopefully the book will be ready in July, completely ready. And yeah, I also have ideas. I also have future projects coming out, and I have planned for a second book in September time. But I will talk about that in a future video because now's not the time. Steel Princess is my main focus at the moment. And as of a few days ago, I also started writing book 2 in that series. But again, for a future video. But I am going to be doing some lives with a few authors, and we had a Zoom chat this morning and it went really well. We just talked about all of our books and all the things that we want to do. We want to go to future events together and stuff, but we are going to be like a YouTube trio, I suppose. And then we may have guest authors on our lives as well, but we will be the main 3. We'll be doing all of our channels. So that's Ali Aldridge and Roxy Eloise. Roxy Eloise and Ali Aldridge also have their own YouTube channels. If you want to check them out, they're also indie authors, or Ali is an indie author. Roxy has a publisher, and her book recently came out as well. But yeah, thank you for watching my little video, guys, and hopefully that clears up some little updates, and I will have very more coming soon. I'll probably talk again once the pre-release is ready, and of course when I'm getting closer to my launch, which feels really strange to be saying, but I can't wait. I'm so excited. Thanks guys, thank you.